We're live. Hi, this is funny and weird and silly and fun. I'm grabbing my laptop because I took some notes, and basically let's just get right into it and talk about what is even going on right now. Hello everybody, welcome to Bit O'Clock. Bit O'Clock, bit O'Clock, Bit O'Clock, Bit O'Clock. Bit O'Clock comes from like a phrase that me and my cousins would like throw around. It just kind of stems from us being silly little jokesters who throw around bits every time we're together. And we kind of just like came up with the phrase Bit O'Clock from doing bits all the time. And then we would say like, oh, this is a weekend bits, or I don't know. It just kind of stems from that feeling and vibe that I think of when I'm with my cousins, because it kind of just reminds me of just being your complete authentic self, like no filter, no BS. And I just want to use this to really just talk about things that I love at the moment, personal experiences, current events, pop culture, life updates. And I just want it to be a space where I can just giggle, have fun, and talk about what I like to talk about. And I'd love to maybe have conversations with friends and whatever on here. But I just kind of want this as like a memory of who I was when I filmed it. What did I like? What did I like to listen to? All the things. I feel like I kind of am in a weird position for some reason. I just feel like I am like stretched out and I don't know where to go because I don't want to be like laying down. I don't know. I don't know. But let's just get the fuck into it, you guys. And I'm just going to sit however I want to sit. And I mean, you can listen to this while you're cleaning your room. You can do some multitasking while you're driving. Or you can watch me bop around the couch and not know how to make myself comfortable. And that's totally fine too. Another note with this is I just want to like talk and be silly and fun. But I also want to be open to just exploring deep conversations and not caring about bringing up touchy subjects, because I feel like the highs and the lows are so important and kind of define who you are at the moment. And I just want to make sure I touch on that sometimes, not all the time. But for the first like episode, I guess, I just kind of wanted to yap about who I am and what I love these days. I want to talk about like my favorite songs, maybe some recent movies that I've seen, some other random shit here and there. And yeah, just kind of go into it. I don't know. I feel like I am taking this a little too seriously right now, especially like me having these notes written down. I feel like it's a little too structured and I'm almost like, what the fuck am I going to say right now? And I need to stop swearing. But sometimes it comes out and it's okay. I don't necessarily know how long these videos are going to be. I'm also trying to hopefully have better audio because I just don't know where to hold my phone. I'm obviously wanting to get a microphone, but for now, the iPhone voice memos app is my savior. I feel like let's just like get into things I like, because that's what I'm passionate about talking about right now. I'm going to start off with like a song of the week. That's just been something I always love asking people, like, what's your song of the week? Because I feel like I'm somebody who always finds new music every week, and I just love having a song that's just a vibe, you know? I also have been trying to organize my Spotify playlists, and I still need to continue to organize them, but I do kind of like keeping old playlists because it just like is such a time capsule into that era of your life when you made it. And I'm like, oh my God, when I look back at my summer playlist from every year, and it's just like a different vibe every time. My favorite playlist right now, also add me on Spotify. Add me on Spotify, why not, you know? I love Spotify and putting people on. So my favorite playlist right now, and has been forever, is a like collaboration playlist that I made with Elsa, my best friend, and it's called I Heart Listening to Your Shit, and we just add a bunch of songs randomly, and it's just so fun because you're like, oh my God, this is what my girl is listening to right now. So I would say my favorite few songs right now would be Like Jenny by Jenny. Her new album Ruby just came out, and that song, I just listened to it today, and I was like, now that is fire. She's just so good, and I need to watch the music video because I know it's gonna be insane. And yeah, she kills it. I love her. And she like rapped in Korean. It was just like a vibe. I love Lisa's new stuff. If you're not familiar, I'm talking about Blackpink and their solo little endeavors. But Lisa's new album just came out as well, which I thought it was good. I thought she just tapped too much into like what the world kind of wants her to be. Or maybe she just tapped into like what the industry wanted. But I feel like Jenny is coming from such like a place of I want to do this, and it just kind of like hits a little harder. It just hits a little harder. My other favorite song right now is Boa by Megan Thee Stallion. Wow. Like, I'm obsessed with Megan, and I know this isn't like a new release. These are just songs that I'm listening to now. Like, it doesn't have to be a new release, okay? Just give me a moment. But no, this song, I'm just like, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. It is so good. I highly recommend listening to that. Also, another song that has been on repeat for kind of a while now is Song for Lovers by Bachelor of Science. Shout out Martin, because wow. We'll get into Slushy Noobs in a little bit, but he just put me on that song, and it's so good. And I made like a little New York video to that song, and it just made it even better. So I love that song. What else should I pick here? I have a lot of songs that I'm into right now. Okay, same vibe as Song for Lovers, thanks to Slushy Noobs, is Please Don't Go by Mike Posner. Duh, that's in your list. Like, it's iconic. Everybody loves that song. It's been around for so long. But after Hamza and Martin's fight, they like played it, I think when they were like walking out to the fans, whatever. I just added it to my playlist, and I'm like, this is gonna be like my song of the summer, because I was driving down the road with the sun blasting, and it just felt like such a summer vibe, and I was like, let's go, baby, please don't go. Okay, those are my favorite songs right now. I don't know how long I've been recording. I cannot tell. Oh wait, I can tell on here. I've been talking for 11 minutes. This is gonna be harder than I thought. Okay. In terms of like movies that I've seen recently, I just watched Monsters University and Monsters Inc. with my brother and his girlfriend Sophie. And we watched Monsters University first because she had never seen it. I had seen it in theaters. Love that movie. And then right after it ended, I was like, oh my God, we have to watch Monsters Inc. And it was so cute watching it in that order too, because like, I don't want to go like too in depth about Monsters Inc., but it's just so cute seeing like where they started, like Sully and Mike, and just like their college journey turning into them working at Monsters Inc. together. But something that I want to touch on, which I might need to start like researching while I'm talking. But the thing that I couldn't like help but continue to think about after watching these movies, so in Monsters University, which is the second movie, Mike and Randall are roommates, and Randall's like a cute little thing with like little glasses or whatever, turns evil. Okay, we all know he turns into like a villain, a bad guy. Well, I don't think we talk about enough that the reason he looks the way he does and like squints and all that shit is because he's not wearing his glasses and he's blind, and that's why he like can't really see. And in the freaking Monsters University movie, he is adorable. If you're watching this with the video, that is what he looks like with his little glasses on. I don't remember why he takes them off, but taking off his glasses actually turned him evil. And I can't stop thinking about it. This is kind of messed up right here. I'm looking at Monsterpedia fandom for Monsters, Inc. And it says, Randall is ruthless, greedy, arrogant, sneaky, grouchy, and overall evil in nature. That he is also a selfish jerk. What? Look at this. Freshman Randy Boggs has big aspirations for college life. He had a social life full of fun, friends, fraternity parties. Yeah, this is the thing that I'm talking about here. Randall appears in the prequel, nicknamed Randy. Instead of being sneaky, evil, and impatient, he's nerdy, shy, and nervous. So what happened? Okay, we got to figure this out here. When did he get mean? Oh, I think it was when Randall started hanging out with the cool kids of Roar Omega Roar, and he just kind of fit in with the cool kids. And then they probably like ripped off his glasses, and then he couldn't even see. I mean, yeah, anyways, we don't have to get too in the weeds about Randall Boggs, but let's just think about him a little more. And I just miss him being not mean. Watching Monsters, Inc. after Monsters University, because the animation quality just like drops drastically. But then I'm like, oh my God, Monsters, Inc. animation to me is peak animation. It is my favorite genre of animation because I think it was made in, let's look it up. I think it was 2001. 2001 it was made. To me, it just feels so nostalgic, and like that should have been as far as they went with animation. Because what we're seeing now, especially with Shrek 5, did we see the Shrek 5 teaser? Because everyone's on one end or the other. You either think they look insane or you think it doesn't look that bad and it's just good and animation is just getting to that level. I don't care if the movie was like years past, because obviously Shrek has like an older daughter now, whatever. But why do we need to change their face? They look way more personified. Is that a word? Did I use that in the right context? They just look like people more, and their faces are so smooth, and it's not my Shrek. That ain't my Shrek. And I'm just like, oh my God, what if they just went back in the lab and just created animation up to the point of 2006 and stopped? Because that is where it should have stopped. Of course, I'm still going to go see Shrek 5. Of course, it'll probably be really good. But part of me is just like, I don't know. I don't know about all that. Also, kind of weird to me that the Shrek 5 teaser like included the twerking Shrek with abs. I understand that Shrek was a big part of meme culture and all of that, but to put it in their world, it just threw me off. And I was like, this is too far. Plus the animation looks so smooth like that. It's just not how it was supposed to be in my head. I didn't even know they were planning on doing a Shrek 5. And in my head, they took it too far. And we haven't even seen the trailer, but everyone is already guessing the plot line. The daughter wants to leave the swamp. Shrek says, no, you can't leave the swamp. And then she's going to get out of the swamp. I don't really know where to go from here because I actually can't remember how we got here. I know I was talking about Monsters, Inc. and movies that I've been watching recently. Other movies that I've watched recently... What else did I watch? I went to see Companion by myself in the movie theaters, which was so much fun. It was, first of all, go to the theater, period. And then second of all, go to the theater by yourself because it's so fun. And sometimes you don't need somebody to go to the movies with because you're just going to be watching a movie anyways. So if you want to go to the movie, go to the movie. I have been loving going to movies by myself. And I went to see Companion, which was such a fun movie. It was giving like Black Mirror. It was just fun and so many plot twists. I thought it was going to be scarier for some reason, but I'm not mad about the outcome. Like, I was expecting to be more scared for some reason, but I wasn't, and that's fine. We changed positions because I don't know how to do this. Now let's go into slushy noobs because this is when it takes a turn. I've been really into slushy noobs. I've been like silently viewing them for months because they would just like pop up on my For You page or whatever. But I never like dove deep into it. But like I've known about Martin and Hamza because I don't live under a rock. I don't live under a rock, or I just have severe brain rot. But no, I recently got into really diving headfirst into slushy noobs. I think it was right before they went on break. Is that right? Or like a few months before. I think it was like November, maybe. And I just started slowly watching their videos. Oh, honey, now I'm 2 Patreons deep. I'm hours and hours of podcasts and YouTube videos. I'm like scraping the bucket. I need more. I don't know what it is because I think for them too, it's like that Nicki Minaj quote. Is it Nicki Minaj when she's like, you're not going to get it on the first time around. Then after the second listen, you're going to be like, whoa, what is this? That is slushy noobs. Like, I watch it the first few times. I don't know if I necessarily like understood it. And then once you're in, oh, it sucks you down. It sucks you down into a world of endless laughter. But no, those are my bros. Like, I genuinely look forward to a podcast, and the Patreon has been feeding, and I'm like, give me the merch now. I need it now. So if there's any slushies out there, what's good? And I made a Hamza edit, which we can go into editing too, because I used to have like an edit era back on Vine. Back on Vine, y'all. Back on Vine. And I made a Hamza edit. And why does it slap? I haven't shown anybody except my friends. So should I put it up on TikTok or something and see if it goes viral? I don't know. I feel like we're going so in the weeds on like stupid ass topics. We went on a rant about Randall, and that's just not exactly what I had planned, which is totally fine. I do want to let y'all in on something that I've planned for the end of June. I am going to be running a half marathon. This will be my second half marathon that I've ran, but I haven't ran basically, since the last one. I kind of ran here and there. I did like a 10K in between, but it's been so long since I've actually ran. And to think about potentially doing 13.1 miles is nightmare fuel for me. And I do want to start to like document the training process and make vlogs about it, because I think that'll push me, especially because unfortunately I don't watch Cody Co anymore, and Cody Trains was low-key everything to me. Like, we could get into that whole thing about how Cody just vanished. It's insane. He's back apparently, but it's insane. And it's so weird as like a viewer. You just have to be like, oh, you're a bad person. I'm not going to watch you anymore. And it's like, oh, okay. But now that I don't have Cody trains, I'm like, okay, we got to be our own Cody trains here. Like, we got to film it ourselves and motivate ourselves. And I think it'd be fun to look back on too, just like me brutally getting through the first few weeks of training, the first month of training, the first 2 months of training. I'm really nervous, but I'm running it with my friends and my brother and all these people. So it's super fun and motivating and exciting. And I'm going to be able to run with people and motivate each other, which is going to be oh so fun, especially when it turns warmer, because I'm in Minnesota right now and we just got a snowstorm that is actually already melting away because it's becoming warmer out, thank God. But I can't wait till all the snow is for real gone and we can like run around the lakes and just have a good time, you know? But yeah, I'm running that in June and I'm waiting to start the training until I get new shoes, because when you're training for a half marathon, a lot of the times you want to have a good pair of shoes that either you just use for the race or you use them forever. But I always recommend or want to get new shoes when I'm doing something, and getting new shoes will motivate me to fucking run. So stay tuned for marathon training content, I guess. I don't really know what it'll look like yet, but I do want to make it because I think that'll be my motivation. This honestly might be a super short episode because I don't really know what I wanted to talk about on here. And I think I kind of just am doing this as like a trial run right now because I kind of wanted to get one out of the way to see the vibe. Kind of like my YouTube video. I don't know why I'm doing like test runs of videos and just talking on my ass, but that's still motivating me to keep going. So I guess it's okay. Also, we didn't really laugh too much today, and that's okay. I think that's honestly what I want to touch on too, is future episodes. I have a few ideas written down. I would love to talk about quarter life crises because I am in a quarter life crisis. I want to dive into like self-care and mental wellness. Obviously we could do like a marathon training video, kind of talk about that. And I'd love to kind of talk about dealing with grief and healing and just talking about my dad and sharing like stories and memories to remember him, because my dad did pass away in October this year, and it's just been a big shift in life. And that's also why I really want to make more content on this channel, because he would love nothing more but to watch my videos. And to me, this is kind of me showing him what I'm up to and telling him what I like and all these things. So if all else fails, I know my dad is subscribed and he's watching. But also, if you have any ideas, let me know. I don't know. I'm not obsessed with this video. I don't like it, but I wanted to try something, okay? Anyways, that is going to wrap up this first episode. Thank you for tuning in to Bit O'Clock, and I will see you on the next episode. Bye, guys.